Hey there, everyone. This is Jeffrey with Killaskila Gaming. Welcome back to Subnautica. I want to get to the surface here. We're on a bit of a timer, of course, when we start into the game, so we're just going to get to it, and I'll give a recap as we move. Not after having a drink of my nice frosty beverage here. Okay, let's dive back in. I actually don't remember what I was doing. So yeah, we have crash landed on an alien planet. We are, well, the ship that crashed here has exploded. So, looks a little worse for wear. And we've been contacted by 2 escape pods so far that have turned up with holes in them, nobody in sight. And we've been contacted twice by a rescue vehicle, so we'll kind of see how that turns out as well. Not really sure. I'm thinking we should probably start foraging for more supplies. Foraging. Scavenging, sorry. We're not eating this stuff. I guess the sandy area was pretty good for copper, but I'm also thinking we want to get some... there's limestone we want for the copper. Is it shale for the other one? Not shale. I can't think of the name. Is it shale? This would probably work well, this area. I've not had a chance to start editing the first episode, so hopefully things are looking good. Oh. Oh. Yeah. As terrifying as this looks, it's, oh. Radiation must be getting close to the ship. We need to build a radiation suit. As terrifying as this looks. They're gentle giants. Called a reef back because
oxygen.
There's stuff growing on their backs. Some stuff that is not so friendly. Okay. So yeah, let's continue scavenging. We should do some raiding as well. I have a lot of stuff that kind of popped up, and I've been trying to do all the reading at night to pass the time, so I can't see very well. I thought it was getting darker out. Maybe the reefback was just making it dark, which is really cool if it was. Okay. Was that copper? That almost looked like gold to me. It's funny because I live in, you know, UP. I've talked about it many times. But I specifically live in the area that we call the Copper Country. I guess technically the whole UP is called that, but we, you know, at least we actively live in a... We live in what used to be an active mining area, so... Copper is a very big thing around here. And you can actually go into tours into the copper mines, the local ones. They're pretty cool. I finally went at like, what, 25, 26, I think. Some of my family wanted to go. I don't know why they wanted to, but I was like, yeah, sure, I'll go. They paid for me and everything. And I was like, yeah, why not? The tour was actually pretty good. And it's kind of cool that the gift shops, they actually have, you know, copper doesn't look very nice if you just get it out of ores, you know, like most minerals. They don't look like what you expect them to look like, unless you're familiar with like what ore looks like. Like if you look at the copper on here, you know, this is like what refined copper looks like. And so you'll find, I can't think of the name for it, it's not called refined, but there's various types of copper you can find in like the and found more in like the ore variety rather than the refined variety. And it kind of has more, it's more like green chunks, and you'll see little bits of the shiny copper. Of course, copper's got, different colors based on its oxidative states. So greens, blues, that kind of goldish color. Personally, I think copper's prettier than gold, but... Huh, have we found one of you before? I don't think we have. Oh, you're farting on me, aren't you? Yeah, may as well get some bladder fish. What I usually like to do is kind of like, I don't usually make a lot of like the disinfected water, but since it fills us up a little bit more, I usually would kind of think like, like those little food protein blocks that we have and the disinfected water, because it does a little bit more. I usually keep those for like tough situations, like reserves for when we're going on longer expeditions, just in case something like really bad happens. So I might make some of those down the road for sticky situations. Not that I've ever found myself excessively needing them, but you never know. I've seen some playthroughs where people got themselves into really bad situations. Oxygen. So we want copper, but we also want silver. We'll probably need gold. We need lead, and I don't know if we need gold quite yet, but we'll need it eventually, so the more we have, the better. Something new must have crossed my path there. Where did we find that? Sandstone. There's those sandy areas, right? I suppose hence the name. Any geology people out there, feel free to wager in. I had a geology component in my dissertation, but I'm not a geologist, so... How far? 300. Okay, so we're probably out as far as we needed to go for that first pod we went to. Oh, we can make some glass. That's not a bad idea. I suppose now that the sea glide's here, we can function without the flashlight a little bit more. I am running low on energy, though. Fun fact, in case you like your science: power and energy are not interchangeable terms, even though we use them that way. Oh, bubble for the hell. It's like when you say power bill, you're actually paying for energy, not power. So I tend to not like it when people say power. I just gotta get used to it. That's what they say. So energy is like a direct measurement, right? And you can calculate it sort of based on, is it the relativity equation that gives you the calculation for that? I can't remember. But it can be measured or calculated if you have the right information. And like I said, it's a direct measurement, whereas power is actually a measurement of energy transfer per time. So if you wanted to measure... Oh, it's already daylight. Oh, I just killed my sea glide. So if you wanted to measure, for instance, energy, you would measure in calories or joules. Those are the kind of two common measurements. And if you wanted to, like, let's say, measure power, which is energy per time, you'd measure it in like watts, for instance. And you might say, oh, well, the power bills are done in watts in the US because they're done in kilowatt hours, which is actually a measurement of energy, not power, because it's kilowatt hours. it cancels out the time, which is really weird. And I remember my physics professor was like, well, the power company don't care about how fast you're getting your power. They're just charging you for how much you're using. So they really don't care about how much you're getting or how quickly you're getting it. So it's kind of deceiving in that way. We might need another case. Which means that, you know, building a habitat is getting to be a little extra important for us. So I built the titanium ingots because we're going to need them eventually. And so I figured I would just do it to save us a little space for now. Okay. Let's see, what do I have in here, first of all? Okay. Oh, I do have a wiring kit. I forgot. I actually might have enough to make the lead suit as well? Question mark? What else do I need? Compass. And it's automatically set. Okay, yeah. I was checking the directions on somebody else's playthrough last night. And it does look like the Aurora is in the southern section. I don't know why I was thinking north was the other way. Okay, so we have the compass. We can take that off the list. Oh wait, I don't have the suit on me, do I? No, marked, I mean. Let's see. Radiation suit. Oh, we can get that super easy actually, since we have the lead. The fiber mesh comes from the kelp. I think I only had one in there, so we'll just get some quick to make this fast, and we can get not worry about getting close to the ship. And I don't remember if I made any other batteries. I don't think I did. We're gonna need one for the fabricator, but we also could use one for the light right now because it's empty. And eventually we're gonna make a recharger. Okay, what do we need? The mesh. Let's make a couple. Okay, and then we want radiation suit. Nice. Okay. It can be unpinned. Okay, everything is on us, it looks like. Radiation suit, fins don't matter. Radiation gloves, okay. Yeah, helmet, I was gonna say, we need more to cover us than that. Realistically. We don't have our light equipped, do we? We're not really using our repair setups, so for now, let's put that here. What's our storage like in here? Yeah, we'll keep that the way it is, I think. We're gonna need a lot of batteries in the long run anyway. So making extra is not a bad thing. How's our scanner doing on battery life? It's not saying. Oh, the light. Yeah, 'cause we never use it. Okay, that's good. Alright, and then to change... And we'll put the battery out here into this, I think. The dead battery. Where are you? Yep. Alright. Alright. We got the radiation suits, we shouldn't have to worry about getting too close to the ship now. Not that we have a reason to really go to it yet. Like I said, it's probably going to be a good supply run. I think the bigger thing is going to be scavenging for materials at this point. And some food. I got a little bit more salt for us, so I just see... Okay, so sandstone. I'm thinking probably on these ridges again. Oh, watch out for those. Those are biteys. I say as I pull out a scanner and go right to it. Okay, maybe not. But yeah, so I'm thinking like around these sandy edges, we might find some of those. Like, what are they called again? Sandstone. Minerals that I've actually spent probably the most of my time messing around with, you know, are mostly for heavy metals. That's my background area, but sulfur heavy stuff was always kind of my specialty area. There you are. Gold. Okay, cool. This looks like a area I probably don't want to venture too far into. I just realized we're at the oh yeah, look at that. We're off the edge of a cliff here. We should probably be careful. Running into things that we don't want to. How far away are we? We're almost 700. Ooh, that scared me. You little bum. Bone shark. Well, he don't want to eat me at least. He had a taste and he's like, you know, I don't think so.
30 seconds.
Oh my god, come on. That's why we need that tank. We'll explore out deeper when we have the means to do so. I mean, nothing's saying we can't do it. But I think I mentioned I got some water phobias, right? What do we got here? Where are you? Laser cutter. Nice. That'll probably be for like wreckage type stuff, right? Maybe we should scope around here. If I see wreckage and we can get to it, we're totally going to it. I know at one point I found a website that had like the maps of the different areas. That you can find on the surface at least. Probably had the depths as well, but...
30 seconds.
How fast can you get me up? I think that's kind of cool. I don't think I ever used that early on, but... Yeah, so if I can find that site with the map, I might share that in the description. I don't know if I'm going to use it myself, but... It's kind of funny. I was thinking about when I first played this. So one of my friends, she had recommended it to me, and I started playing it. And I told her, I said, wow, this game's like scared the shit out of me. And I was kind of explaining things that happened, and she was kind of saying, like, just kind of helping me whenever I had questions, because I don't play much in the way of survivor games. I like them, but ooh, look, exploration.
100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
I like them, but I just don't play them often. I am a person who kind of needs some directionality on what to do in a game. So a lot of times stuff like this is really tricky for me. I probably shouldn't be here, should I? So anyway, she was kind of helping me. Oh, you're what hit me. I was wondering what hit me. Let's go over here. And so she was kind of like, I would say, oh, like, what should I do? And she'd be like, oh, go do this. I'm like, why would I do that? And she's like, and eventually she's like, okay, it must just be like a survival thing. Like people who play survival games just kind of tend to do this type of stuff. You know, like they explore more and just kind of do random things because, you know, I think you just have to have a little bit more of a creative mind when you're playing these types of games. And so like some things, like some supplies we had to get, like I was saying how you had to cut like the coral, for instance. I never would have thought to do that. And she told me, oh, you gotta go cut it up. I'm like, how the hell do you figure that out? And she said, I guess it's just one of those things you know you do in games like this. And so I was like, okay. I'm like, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Okay, I don't know where that laser cutter was. I should probably stop playing with the wreckage. See if I can find it. probably came from the wreckage, right? Start heading back, because like I said, I'm kind of a ways out here. I'm starting to see things that I'm like, I don't think I'm supposed to quite see that with where I thought I was. Oh, there we are. Okay, come on, leave me alone. Yeah, laser cutter. There we go. Oh my god, come on. Where's my... There you are, okay. Message?
This is Sunbeam. You know Aurora. We're from the little Transgov on the far side of Andromeda, and we have a saying there. There's no bad without the good, no good without the bad. Sounds like you tasted a bunch of the former. That only means you're overdue a whole lot of the latter. Might just be we're it. We're scanning for somewhere to park. We'll be in touch when we find it. Sunbeam out.
They must be getting close then. Okay, so I think I have glass, right? High capacity O2 tank, nice. Oh, nice. Make another battery because we're gonna probably need it. Battery. Computer chip. Okay.
New blueprint acquired.
We have enough gold to make another chip. Get some more coral. I know we're gonna need those eventually, so since we have the gold, I may as well use it, because I don't know that I'm gonna need loose gold for anything else for a bit. Unless we get rescued, of course, right? Got a rescue ship on the way, so who knows how long that'll be, but... I know this isn't very, organized right now, but I promise to anybody who doesn't like that, I'll fix it later. I promise I will fix that later. Okay, so I guess for now, a little bit more scavenging. We haven't gotten any other escape pod calls. I want to scan one of these loaders. Yeah, so there's some deposits. Not the ones I want so far, but there's one. They kind of look like bunt cakes, I think, is what I've heard people describe them as. I was like, yeah, that is kind of what they look like. I don't know much about electronic parts, like computer parts and whatnot. I've messed around with them like a bit here and there, and I've upgraded my PC, but I don't feel like I know that much. That is something I thought of putting on my Ko-Fi page, like stuff like that for people who like might find that interesting, or just to even share ideas. But there's a pod down there. Is that one we've seen? I don't remember. Should use up some of that salt too, because I don't know if I've ever used it for like crafting. Okay, so we wanted to do... Yeah, I don't see anything there worth getting. Okay. Shouldn't be anything in here. So this is kind of my food storage now. We could do another case for the eggs. I can't really do anything with them. That's fine for now. Okay. So, what were we building? The fabricator. There would be... No, tools. There you are. Okay. Sorry, not a fabricator. Habitat builder.
To construct habitats capable of withstanding extreme environmental conditions.
So the fabricator is essentially our base builder. So we're probably not going to use it quite right away, but I wanted to make sure we had one. Okay. Original is cooked. That. Drink some water. Sorry, guy, you're in the wrong environment now. Alright. Oh, we got a message. Hey. Let's see what it is.
This is lifepod 6. I have a passenger on board. Coordinates attached. We've landed a kilometer from the crash site, but there's radiation in between us and the rendezvous. Request immediate assistance. 6 out.
Yeah.
Signal coordinates corrupted.
Shit.
Approximate transmission origin recorded to data bank.
Okay. Data downloads. LifePod 6. Okay. Let's see. Just LifePod 6 transmission origin. A distress signal has been received from LifePod 6, but the attached coordinates were corrupted. Last available photographic data has been downloaded and analyzed. Crew requested assistance navigating radiation. Sunk to approximately 100 meters. Located in a area dense with red. Maybe that's the place I saw out there. Red grass near a number of natural arches and stacks. Transmission 400 meters west, northwest of LifePod 4. Do we have LifePod 4? No. I was thinking about color schemes for this too, because I was thinking I might do certain schemes for certain objects. So we don't have a LifePod 4 though. Well, there's LifePod 6. They should have a number on it, right? Okay, let's try that spot that we were just at. Somewhere around there it is. I bet that's it. There's LifePod 6, right?
Passing 100 meters.
Yeah, that's it.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
I have a bad feeling. Oh, upgrade. I'm assuming upgrade. Yeah, ultraglide fins.
New blueprint acquired.
PDA. We'll check this out when we get back.
Integrate PDA data.
I'm assuming it's not good. Oh, 2 PDAs.
Integrating new PDA data.
Lead in here. Oh, flares. Okay. Let's check this area out. Oh, is that another wreckage or is that the same one? Well, that's in the north. We were to the south, weren't we? Let's check out the other wreckage. We may have seen this on just random exploring. It's pretty big size. Any openings? Oh yeah. What was this? Let's check this out a little bit closer.
30 seconds.
What are you? What's that sound? The hell was that? That did not sound normal. Cheek pot, plant pot. Oh, you look like you open. Oh. What hit me? Or is that just me pulling? Huh. Poster.
New blueprint acquired.
Cool.
New blueprint acquired.
That shows things we can build with our habitat thingy-mabob that we now have. Okay. We'll need to cut you open. Anything else? You little bastard. Just eats it, takes off. Yes, how dare he survive, right? This looks dangerous. I probably shouldn't be doing this. Okay, just brought me back to the top. Alright, alright, alright. What the hell is that? Holy shit. Okay, I didn't really have anything on my list to look for. But at least we got that out of the way. Try to organize this just a little better so I have a vague idea of what goes in it. So I'll do copper and lead and salt in here. Actually, I might just use the salt because we can catch some fish and make short work of that. I grab... Oh, I didn't grab all the silver. Oops. Okay, an extra silver in here. We'll make that wiring kit. Let's make one. Cool. Make another of these. I'm sure we'll need it eventually. Well, we got the stuff. Alright. Yeah, why not? Okay. This was, yeah, lead and copper mostly. And the ingots. So we can use this for kind of leftover materials. And this can be for more higher crafted materials, I guess. stuff that you wouldn't just come across, right? We don't need all these flares. Use the water. Alright. Let's do a little bit of fishing here. Yeah, you can go a long time without food. It's not fun. You're probably gonna feel like you want to die, but you know, you can do it. Water, on the other hand, that's a hard sell. What do we got here?
Aurora, we're approaching the planet now. We have a landing site for you that's... well, it's better than the alternatives. We've sent you the coordinates. It'll take us a couple of days to align our orbit. Should be able to establish direct contact with you during that time. Then we're coming in to get you. Cross your fingers for the weather holds. Don't leave us waiting. Sunbeam out.
A couple days, it's just 39 minutes. My head's blocking it, but it says Sunbeam will arrive in 39 minutes and just hit below 30 seconds. Okay. Why do I not believe you? Alright, we got a bunch of fish while we're here. Use up those bladder fish. I'm not holding my breath on them saving us. We'll be there, but... you know. Alright, we can do... let's do a quick peeper for us. And how do we make bleach? Salt deposit and coral tube. Okay. Okay, cooked peeper. Okay, we got a good stock of food here. Let the other peeper go. Okay, how far off are you? 1,091 meters. God damn. Okay, they must have found land, right? You can see there's clouds blocking the way. Alright, we have some time to kill. So let's not just venture off right away. Let's see if I can figure out this water disinfection. So I mentioned phobias previously. This is probably a big trigger for a lot of people, and it generally would be for me, which is like thalassophobia, because you have a fear of open water and the unknown, which I believe is how that works. But I also have kind of an extension of that to I tend to picture the unknown. It's funny because people are like, you know, I'm one of those people where I'm like, I'm going to question something to death. I will never take it as a given. So there's like, oh, ghosts. I'm like, nah. Gods, nah. You know, they'll just go down that list of things, and I was like, you know, pass. Like sea monsters, I'm like, yes. But I also, of course, I know some sea monsters, you know, exist by some measure of association. So that's the glass. That's the one where I'm just like, I'm, you know, the ghosts, gods, aliens, you know, they'll do all these kind of things, and I'm like, And then like sea monsters, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm on board. Creatures in the abyss. Okay, so let's try this.
Bleach is an essential chemical used for cleaning wounds and purifying water.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So water plus 30. Well, it's not that much better than microorganism free. I like non-vegetarian water. That's a really weird way of putting that. I guess we are consuming the bladderfish in the process, but that's a really weird way of putting that. Okay, game. All right, let's make more. Yeah, at least it's a little better. May as well use it. We can use this for reserves, like I said. Emergency water. It makes quite a bit. We didn't have to go through a bunch of excess work for it, really, if you ask me. But okay, We drained that. Okay, I'm gonna take out the water. We'll make more since we have all that tube coral that I collected for no good reason. Okay, we have a long ways to go. I'm not really in a hurry, so I think let's avoid using the Seagull Eye just in case we end up needing it. We can scavenge along the way, see what's what. That wasn't there before. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, what is that? Enzyme host peeper. We read something about that a while ago, didn't we? Oh no. There's a radio. Oh, that's probably them.
Detecting massive energy signature in the region. Cannot identify.
Huh. I do not like that sound. Okay. Oh boy. What the heck are you? Oh, ran away. It's kind of dark. I didn't bring any health kits. Crap. Ah. Bobo tree. What do we have here that's... Oh, the ultra glide fins. I forgot about that. We have most of that stuff. No lithium so far. Oh yeah, the potting stuff and yeah, the kind of interior stuff. Okay. Crap. I hope I didn't screw anything up by not picking up that radio signal. Like I said, we're already out here. Oh, Aurora survivors. Shoot, yeah.
Ma'am, I need you to stay calm. We're not in immediate danger.
Where are the rescue teams?
The Aurora didn't make it.
So, where are the rescue teams?
They're dead, ma'am. We have rendezvous coordinates, but the routes are radiated.
So, what are you going to do?
I'm head of human resources, ma'am. This is not my expertise. But the PDA says if we can find some lead, we can make radiation suits.
Out there! I am not setting foot outside this life pod without the proper protection.
Don't worry. I'll go.
Something tells me that did not work out well for them.
What are you doing?
You were gone so long. I thought you drowned.
Put the
and attract someone's attention.
That's not a distress flare. Stop waving it around like that. You'll catch the fuel line.
That explains a lot. Blueprints. Propulsion cannon. I don't even remember finding this. The propulsion cannon allows technicians to manipulate gravitational forces at ranges of up to 20 meters. It is commonly used in construction and mining to move materials. Hey, you mind? Go away. Okay, operations. The prop cannon, some species are telekinetic. For everyone else, there's Altera. Okay. Planters and pots. So these are for the habitat setup. Interior planters come in a variety of configurations and allow for some plant species to be grown in small numbers for decorative or botanical use. And we just found a plant. Scanner room. This advanced habitat module can transform a small outpost into a burgeoning science and exploration station. A 3D display in the center of the room stores local topographical data. System can scan for and pinpoint particular materials. Remotely controlled drones scan the area up to 500 meters in range. Wall-mounted camera feeds allow for live control of scouting drones. Upgrade console may be used to enhance the module's functions. Okay. Oh, did we have solar panels? Must be default. On planets where organic matter is plentiful, but sunlight is not, a reliable bioreactor will frequently prove the most efficient power solution. May be installed in any multi-purpose habitat room. Chemically composts organic materials, converting them into energy over time. I've actually never used this before. Maybe we should give it a shot. I don't think I've used it, at least. Can also process animal matter, fat, muscle, eggs, etc. And some organic waste products. Energy production is proportionate to the calories in the organic matter. The bioreactor is totally organic. Cool. Oh, sea moth. Okay. The sea moth is a one-person vehicle with an independent, replaceable power cell fitted in the rear and a fully customizable design. Low power, multi-directional thrusters enable it to function equally well in sea or space environments. I guess that explains why we would have schematics for this type of stuff if it works in space. Most long-range vessels carry at least 2 vehicles of this class to facilitate the exploration and exploitation of small astronomical bodies. However, they can also be fabricated as a standard mobile vehicle bay. 13 meters per second, good acceleration, 200 meter crush depth, or upgrade modules, nice. Sea moths may be modified by installing upgrade modules. Okay, so it can increase cargo space, energy, pressure compensation would be nice. Sonar, defensive capabilities, cool. NB, these modules may only be manufactured at a moon pool outfitted with a vehicle modification station. The sea moth that goes anywhere but land. Okay. Alright. It looks like it's getting light out. Ooh. Oh, I'm never gonna see you again. Crap. I saw something. That is insane. You. So our landing spot is here. Just happens to be outside of that. What was it? It said something about a energy signal, right? Can we eat these? I didn't get to read about it yet. Hopefully they're huge. Oh, yeah, it's going. I'll keep, maybe we can plant. Oh, probably can't plant. Okay, so what the... that sound. Okay, so, I was talking about phobias, right? If you're not familiar with it, I also have... I've known about this since I was very young. I did not know it was a phobia until a few years ago. Submechanophobia. So it's a fear of large man-made objects that are underwater. I used to get freaked out by really weird things when I was little, and I'm like, we live on, you know, we live by open water. Swimming is a common thing here. I used to swim a lot when I was younger. Anchors in the water, buoys, shipwrecks, those types of things really bothered me. I never knew why. Also, you can hear something down there. I was watching somebody play this a few years ago. 2022, 20... Somewhere around that, I want to say. They said they didn't know they had it either. They looked into it at one point and discovered it's an actual phobia, and I was like, oh, that explains so much. What the... Purple tablet. Force field control. Kind of makes me think we should get out of here. We should GTFO, but there's nothing around here. Nothing in the water either. I mean, other than the construct. I don't want to go too far. Let's hold off on using that. This is crazy. We got about 11 minutes left, so I don't want to get too far away. Maybe we can check the inside. I'm assuming this is going to lead us to... Oh, what's that? A cave. Magnetite. It's actually a mineral I'm not familiar with. Yeah, no. Nope. No. I'm not doing that. I'm alive and I would like to stay that way. Can I please scan you? You little bugger. Die. At least it runs away. No. Leave me alone. Whoa. I didn't even know we were near an entrance. Looks like a long way down. I'm pretty sure there's another way to get in there, right? So magnetite, what would we use that for? I don't know. I'm assuming that's a real mineral. I'm not familiar with it. Hey, stop. Okay, I'm gonna die. I don't have a light. I do. I just couldn't find it. Okay, I'm actually like really hurting right now, so. No, not that way. Let's stay out of the cave. If I can find my way out. There we go. They're dealing a little too much damage to me. Why didn't I take a health kit? Let's get back over there. I think it's better to wait it out at this point. Ancient alien tablet with a purple symbol. The sun going down? Oh no. How are they gonna land? Holy. Oh, that's beautiful. It was an eclipse. As I'm staring at it. That was really cool. You don't stare into an eclipse. Oh! 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 What? What the? So pretty. Did it come out because it was dark? Whatever it was? Wait, please don't kill me. I'm right at death's door here. How do I scan the birdies? Okay, can I read? Alien data. Force field control terminal. This device matches no known technologies and is likely alien in nature. Power is being routed via the terminal to the nearby force field. The technology is far beyond anything encountered before by the Federation. Nonetheless, there's a good chance it functions like a regular lock and only requires the correct kind of key, like the tablet. Purple tablet. This carbon-based device is lighter than it looks and features a symbol which resembles a U lit up in purple. Despite the onboard power still functioning, algae growth on the exterior indicates it was abandoned hundreds, perhaps thousands of years ago. While the technology is far beyond Federation levels, and there's no obvious way to interface with it, it should nonetheless be possible to fabricate a precise physical copy of the device if necessary. Okay. Oh, magnetite. Okay. Where's the formula? I need the formula because I don't actually know what this is. Oh, it's right there. Magnetite is an iron oxide valued for its magnetic potential amongst other qualities. So iron oxide. Interesting. It is used in many Federation technologies, including sonar and torpedo systems. Essential for advanced fabrication. So we should probably collect some of that since we found it here. Okay. Blue palm. So we're looking at some of the flora. The blue palm is a common aquatic plant which thrives in the shallow waters with high exposure to sunlight. Oh, our life goes up. I didn't realize that. I suppose like wounds healing over time, right? Long fronds intercept light before it can reach the smaller flora on the seabed. Pink cap, which we just found. A land-based fungus species with harvestable spores and edible. I thought it was pretty. That's why I grabbed it. Bulbo tree. Okay. Yeah, see our first, first set of terrestrial life here. A bulb-based flora which roots to the ground and sprouts turquoise leaves. Analysis suggests the sap produced by this plant is poisonous to insects but can be harvested and consumed by humans for its high water content. Oh, so I probably gained water from that and I wasn't even paying attention. Edible high water content. Okay, and I'll hold off on the rest because we got like 2 minutes left here. And it's pitch black. Okay, we got less than a minute here. We're at 54 seconds and counting. Did they not come because I...
Survivor, we see you. Man, I don't know how you held out down there. We broke an atmosphere, and we're descending towards the landing site.
you should turn back.
Is that a building down there?
I don't think so.
What do you mean you can't identify it?
And back off. Leave.
Hold on.
Oh, there they are.
Back now. Positions, everyone.
No.
10, 9, 8. It's coming from the building?
It's not a building.
Change course. Set thrusters to full.
Said I was gonna hold my breath on us getting rescued. Wouldn't be much a game if we got rescued within 4 hours. That is really cool, though. Scary. So is that what took down our ship? We just got too close to the planet or something? There's nobody around here other than that thing that came out of the water. Alright, we got room, right? Not much. Well, I'm gonna need to eat anyway. We have a little room? We could check out the thing. I kind of wanted to see what was in the caves. There's got to be another entrance, right? There's that pool. Those little turds. Let's avoid them. Oh, no, I did not mean to save. Oh. Something was off with that one. I don't want to get killed. It's not worth it. There we are. Okay. I was thinking... should check this out a little bit. See what's down here. Oh great, more of them. Keep your distance. And don't get caught underwater. Okay. So... gotta be really careful out here. Oh. Oh, I don't know how far down I want to go. Without, yeah, let's not. I want to check in the cave more or less, but that might be worth checking out while we're here. That's probably where the Pathfinder tool comes in handy. Uh-oh. 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 I don't know where I am. Shoot.
Seconds.
Shoot. Just need a spot to breathe.
Oxygen.
Oh my god. god. So close. Oh, that was so close. That's what she said. Sorry. I'm sorry. That is so bad. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm not really seeing anything in here, but where was that entrance that I got in from? There we go. Okay. We're alive. I'm thinking, obviously we should head back, but I kind of want to check out the thing first. Let's see if we can get inside. We have the tablets, right? Okay, so I originally was thinking of going in there, and I decided maybe we should save that for another time, just because there's going to be a lot of reading involved, and who knows how long we'll actually be inside. Plus, we have a food source nearby, so we should be okay. And I have a food source that gives us water relief. Plus, we have water and a little bit of food left on us at the same time. So, yeah, a lot happened in this one. That I wasn't really expecting at this point, but so we built some new stuff. So we did a lot of scavving at first. We picked up on another life pod that had gone down. This one, the data coordinates are corrupted, but we were able to find it because I had already sort of seen it and just thought it was one I already had gone to. We connected with the Sunbeam. They gave us coordinates, brought us to this island where we found this alien place. And the Sunbeam was shot down when it got too close to the planet. And the thing knew it was coming. Like, it seems like it's automated. We haven't seen any life around it other than the wildlife and that thing in the water. Maybe that was one of the aliens, I don't know. But we got here, and like I said, this is kind of making me get that, GTFO feeling. And then the Sunbeam started approaching and the thing started to activate, and I was like, that's not good. And it makes me question if that's what took us down as well. But anyways, I have a feeling we have two of the tablets. So I found one in the where did I find the first one? I think it was just out sitting on the ground somewhere, or it was in the upper caves. I don't know. But I found another one below the water in the caves nearby. And so I'm assuming that means we're going to need more than one to get through this place. But we have the terminal right here that we need to get inside. And so that's what we're going to do next time. So, thank you all for joining, and I will see you all later.